Hey, what's up, Steeler Nation? As I promised, I'm making you a preview video for this upcoming game against the Las Vegas Raiders. Yeah, it's kind of strange to say Las Vegas now instead of Oakland. But you know what? Las Vegas is a fitting town for the Raiders. You know, this type of town, Las Vegas. I used to live in Las Vegas. Definitely is a fitting town for the city of Las Vegas. So kudos to the city of Las Vegas, and also kudos to Raider Nation on that amazing victory over the Ravens last night. That game last night. That's going to be a high bar. That's going to be a very tough game to beat when it comes to excitement and just the playoff atmosphere that it had. But anyway, first I want to reflect on our very, 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 very clutch win and a big confidence boosting win over the Buffalo Bills this past Sunday. Man, I never was I always believed that the black and gold could prevail in this game. I knew it was going to be tough. I knew it was going to be probably mediocre in scoring and very close as it was. It was definitely, like I said in the post-game video, a tale of two halves. And so let's talk about this amazing win for the Steelers, and hopefully this momentum carries on into week 2 against the Las Vegas Raiders. Big Ben, not a huge day, but he played mistake-free in this game. No interceptions. He finished 18 of 32. 18 of 32, 188 yards, and he was sacked twice. But you know, nothing crazy for him, but hey, the guy played it, I thought, a sound game, especially in the second half. He played a sound game. It was a complete team effort. That's all that matters. He played good enough to help give us a W. Najee Harris, was not expecting Najee to come out the gate and putting up big numbers for us. You know, there were times in the game in which Najee was showing his potential, but you know, he was playing behind a young offensive line that was still learning, and you know, it's gonna take a while for this unit to gel. But you know, as the game went on, offensively, we got better and better. Najee had 16 carries for 45 yards. His longest was 18 yards, and that was when it was really, really crucial. So you know, he got the 18-yard carry in the second half, and it was at a point in the game in which, you know, we needed him to be clutch. So that was huge right there. I expect him to have a big game against the Las Vegas Raiders this coming Sunday. TJ Watt just being TJ Watt. TJ Watt had 3 tackles, 2 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. And that forced fumble came at a very huge time in the game. But like I said, TJ just being TJ, being clutch when his name is called upon. Same as Cam Hayward. Got to get the guy's jersey. Cam Hayward, 2 tackles, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble. Also, Cam Hayward also had a batted down a Josh Allen pass, so that was huge right there. Cam Hayward, just, you know, the ageless wonder. The guy, when it came to the pass rush, was all over the place. So yeah, I gotta get me a Hayward jersey, man. Remind me, Steeler Nation, get me a Hayward jersey. Got to get that man's jersey. Obviously, I got to get a TJ Watt jersey. I'm very behind on jerseys. Sutton, big day. Don't need to say more about Sutton. Worth the contract. The guy was like white on rice in coverage. You know, just a big day for him. Ulysses Gilbert. Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, Ulysses Gilbert, a linebacker. He's, you know, I mean, it's pretty much his day was highlighted on one play, but that one play turned everything around. Obviously, as we know, with Ulysses Gilbert, he's the guy that picked up the block punt, or recovered the block punt to scamper into the end zone for, I thought, that really sealed the game. I thought it was all Steelers after that. It's a huge play. I mean, one of those plays I just like watching over and over, because as Ulysses S. Gilbert is going to the end zone, it's just so fun to watch him taunt the Buffalo fans who are just obviously Bills Mafia, who are just angry. It's just nice to see the angry, shocked looks on their faces. That was beautiful. I just could watch that over and over again. But just a huge day overall. And now, before we move on to talking about our upcoming week 2 matchup against the Las Vegas Raiders, let me talk a little bit about my experience watching the game at the bar with fellow Steelers fans this past Sunday. As I was watching the game, first half, obviously, we're a little frustrated because, the offense is really not doing anything. And, the defense is playing all right. Shortly before the end of the first half, the power goes out. Week 1. Watching the Steelers game. Real game. Waited a whole off season to finally see some football again. The dang power goes out. Turns out somebody crashed into a transformer at an intersection close by the bar. So in that general area, good area. It was. I'm watching the bar in Tacoma, Washington. Don't live too far from Tacoma, but it was it was out for a couple of blocks in that area. So we had a bar hop. Now, I'm a guy who likes to have fun with superstition, especially when it comes to sports. So I'm telling you, and it was when the power first went out, I was thinking to myself, this might be good superstition. Game ain't going so well for us. We bar hopped to another bar some ways down the street, and as soon as we get in there and tune into the game, all of a sudden, it's now well into the second half. All of a sudden, the Steelers are driving down the field, threatening to score. Everything just went Pittsburgh's way. It was, like I said, a tale of two halves. It was almost like that power outage was a blessing in disguise. Now, granted, I don't want it to happen again, but damn, that ended up being a blessing in disguise. So thank you to that driver who crashed into a transformer. Thank you. Anyways, on to the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, I was watching Mike Tomlin's press conference, and very interesting stuff. Mike Tomlin's press conferences, if you don't know, they're worth watching. If you're a diehard Steelers fan, worth watching. Very interesting. Love how Mike Tomlin deals with the media during his weekly press conference. Anyway, he brought up Gus Bradley, the new defensive coordinator of the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, they have a new defensive coordinator and some other new coaches in that defensive coaching staff now. So some new people on the defensive coaching staff, including Gus Bradley. Mike Tomlin is very familiar with Gus Bradley. I believe, I don't know if he said he worked with Gus Bradley, but he's very familiar with Gus Bradley. That's a name he is very, very, very familiar with. So that's going to help us out a lot that he knows quite a bit about Gus Bradley. Once again, like I said, the Raiders are coming into the season with a lot of new faces on their defensive coaching staff. Tomlin brought up the cohesion amongst the defensive front of the Raiders. As if you saw that game last night, man, that defensive front was very dominant in that game. But also, I mean, that's a good defense Las Vegas has. That defensive front is great, but I don't think they're great in a more of a opportunistic way versus a shutdown way. So as I was watching the game, obviously, Lamar Jackson is being Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson was able to pretty much at a lot of times in the game, a lot of points in the game, just shred this defense on the ground. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, Lamar Jackson, he's the best in the business right now, currently as a mobile quarterback. He's the best in the business right now as a mobile quarterback. But if Lamar Jackson can have his way on the ground, I think Najee Harris can have his way on the ground with his defense. We will see, though. I mean, because I think, Najee now having an NFL game under his belt, I think that's all the experience he needs to really have a breakout game. And I think he has a great opportunity this week against the Raiders. He's on my fantasy team, but I think he has a great opportunity this week against the Las Vegas Raiders to really have a blowout, a breakout game. I'm excited for this game. This is going to be a great matchup. Also, a guy to look out for that Mike Tomlin brought up in his press conference was their tight end Waller. That guy had a huge game. He was just probably Derek Carr's prime target in that game. Once again, that game was a thriller, and obviously we have to take this Las Vegas Raiders team very seriously. But dude, I'm so hyped for this game. Our phenomenal win last week against the Buffalo Bills just adds to that, or the reason why I'm so hyped for this game. Obviously the Raiders coming off of a thrilling performance against the Baltimore Ravens. But man, here we go. Week 2 against the Las Vegas Raiders. Let's make it 2-0 Steeler Nation. Anyways, y'all, enjoy this game, and I will see you for the post-game video. And stay safe this week, and see you later.